The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
Call yourselves Title Town? Are you kidding me?
That's fraud.
It feels like a gray area.
Spoiler alert, Canada. Cup's coming back to the US of A.
There's way too much negative stigma attached to strippers.
I hate you guys so much.
My dog just shit his ass.
Apologies to the live audience for being slightly late, but Scott just hit us with a Ja Rule impression before we went live, and you just can't pass that up. So we had to let that linger before we go live. Hey everybody, it's Tuesday. I'm Mike. That's Scott. This is Craft Brewed Sports. Scott, you gotta do it.
No. I'll do it spontaneously. I can't do it on the spot because I'm laughing too hard now thinking about it. See, I just did it on the spot there, and so that's why it was funnier. But I gotta get into character. I'll hit you with it sometime randomly through the show.
It was so good. Like it was spot on, and you picked the perfect lyric to do it with. It was well done. So
it's always my go-to when talking about Ja Rule. It is every single time. There's only one song that you can use for talking about Ja Rule.
My first concert I ever went to, Ja Rule, 3LW, Cafaro Field in Youngstown, Ohio. God, what a show! What a show that man puts on.
Mine was
the album.
Yeah, well, wait, mine was Ja Rule, but God, I cannot remember who he was with. It was in Columbus.
It was 3LW. I guarantee.
Was it the same tour?
Senior year of high school? Was it senior year of high school?
I think so.
Yeah, it was 3LW. So. It was Ja Rule and 3LW.
Yeah, I saw him at the Pavilion in Columbus.
What a show. My man just pressed play on the CD and walked around the stage. Oh, it was so good. It was great. He did nothing. How you feeling, Scott?
I'm feeling good. It also was that not only was it my first concert, it was the first time I ever saw somebody get hit in the head with a beer bottle. My girlfriend at the time got smoked in the head with a thrown beer bottle, dude. I was upset, but also thinking about it now, that shit was kind of funny. Because it hit her, it was like thrown, and it was full. And it hit her in the head, and you would think that shit would shatter based on what you've seen on TV and movies, but it just said, thunk. And I was like, oh, shit. It was some crazy drunk bitch that had tossed it at some other chick and ended up hitting and whiffed. Yeah, whiffed big time. But I mean, kind of not, right?
Oh, my God. That's amazing. Yes. What a great first concert experience. You don't talk that ever.
Yeah, no, there's no topping it.
Caesar's here. Caesar, what was your first concert you ever saw?
Rebelde. It's a Mexican band. I was like 4 years old. But real trap concert, or I paid to go see. It's probably Travis Scott.
Sarah knows the X. Sarah
knows the X. Oh, that's crazy. Doxing her like that. That's crazy. You have a wife. That's crazy. Also, what's the real W? I've searched every way to spell it, and I can't find anything.
It's literally the number three. The letter L. They had one song back in the early 2000s, and that was it.
3LW?
3LW.
Oh, I heard 3O. I was like, the fuck? Oh, it's a girl group.
Yes.
I think it stands for three
little women, I believe.
Little women, yeah.
Cheetah Girl was in this.
Was a Cheetah Girl in it?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I know.
So wait, your first concert was Travis Scott?
Fuck yeah, La Flame, baby. Straight up.
That is not embarrassing at all. Like that's
fucking. Well, I mean, the only embarrassing part
is not like Ja Rule.
God, the only embarrassing part was that. Also, shout out GD2 for L. It's my fantasy football league. Oh, speaking of that, I'll get back to Travis Scott. Remember y'all shit on me for being high on the Jags? I put money where my mouth is. I drafted Trevor Lawrence and Calvin Ridley. Anyways.
Wow.
Yeah. What a stand. What a stand.
Yeah. It's some big dog shit. We have hats.
I'm very proud of you.
Well, anyways, so it was.
I'm in a dynasty league. There was 25 rounds. I think I have 3 Jags, and just because everybody gets fucking drafted. Like, it was absurd. We got 15 rounds in.
Yeah, but Scott, you don't have hats, so
yeah,
we don't. But I know I have Jags. Calvin Ridley is one of mine. But
GD2 4L for life, if you know what 4L means.
Yes.
Anyways, I'm just making sure. So yeah, it was Travis Scott at like at South by the Island, the beach where everyone goes and like shows their tits and takes off their pants and shit. So I went during spring break as a 17-year-old. Bro performed for like 30 minutes and then he dipped. And then the thing at the time was a lot of people would call him ASAP Rocky because there's this paparazzi that called him ASAP, and he was like, I'm not fucking ASAP, and he almost punched the paparazzi. So I was pissed off that he left. So we saw him get into Suburban. I was like, hey, ASAP, and he looked at me and he gave me like a death stare.
Oh God.
He rolled up his fucking, I'm assuming it was a fucking blunt, and then he smoked it away into the airport. Performed at Lollapalooza the next day.
That is fantastic. All right, we got
Great
got
performer.
comments rolling in already. Tank said his first concert was MC Hammer with
Hells
TLC
yeah.
opening at the Ohio State Fair. That's
Like
a
tables, ladders,
solid-
and chairs.
Oh god damn, Cesar! Please tell me you're joking.
This motherfucker.
Please tell me that.
Or is
was
it TLC? Or is it TLC from the other guys?
The what? The other what?
The movie The Other Guys. You know how Will Ferrell likes TLC or like
Yes.
the channel?
Yes.
Is that the same one?
No.
Oh.
TLC. The
Oh,
channel.
wait,
is,
the channel?
No. Yes, he said the channel. No.
Oh.
This is the
Oh,
R
then,
and B group from the. God damn it, Cesar.
Cesar, don't go chasing waterfalls. Listen, Sarah said her first concert was Mannheim Steamroller. Matt Barr said his first concert was Fall
Why
Out
they have
Boy,
haircuts
All
like
American
Lil Hoodie?
Rejects, Hawthorne Heights, and from first to last.
And
absolutely
I
concert.
can't deny.
Bro, they're not even the most famous TLC.
What? The fuck they aren't, dude. Are you
No, they're
serious
not.
right
I
now?
guarantee
gotta
you
stop.
if you
gotta
ask-
stop.
no,
You gotta
no,
stop.
no,
You gotta
on
stop.
Jaw,
There was
we're at.
nothing. There was no
If-
TLC before TLC.
Bro, if you ask, if you pull like Steve Harvey, you go Family Feud, and you ask, fuck,
Top
top
five
T-
TLCs.
what does TLC stand for? 70% of them are gonna be tables, ladders, and chairs.
Get the fuck.
I'm
Get the
sorry,
fuck
that's not
outta
correct.
here.
Not 70%. You're not telling me that 70% of the people are going to go with the wrestling reference over T-Baw's Left Eye and Chili. I'm sorry, it's not
Chili?
going to happen. It
Are they like a
cannot
ripoff of
happen.
the Spice Girls?
Oh,
like
Oh
Ginger
my
Spice?
God, this
Son of a-
this
you
motherfucker
son of
right
a
here.
You son of a bitch.
Wow.
Wait a second. No, hold on.
Wow.
Before we even
No.
this is early. No, you deserve this. And
That's
listen,
boomers.
there's a lot of nominees for motherfucker of the week this week, and Cesar just put himself at the top of the list.
He
Okay,
did.
we're gonna talk
Jesus,
about their
man.
nominees.
Y'all acting
Jim
like y'all
Harbaugh
peaked
and
in
his
2005.
fraudulent comments. Caleb Williams and his fraudulent comments. There's a lot of Brian Kelly and LSU and what they did, their craziness that they did to try to skirt around some laws. Lots of stuff we got to get to in the football world and frauds. But Cesar may have just put himself at the top of the motherfucker of the week list.
Booming, bro. I'll take it. Vilify me. I don't give a fuck. I'll stand by it. Tables, ladders, and chairs all day.
I'm so
Did Edge? Did TLC go through? Did the TLC spear another person? No.
They speared the motherfucking charts. God damn it! They speared the charts with their R&B hits. You bastard.
They literally burnt down the house. Okay, Cesar, they burnt down the house.
A+ reference. Holy shit.
Thank you. Robert said, I honestly don't remember my first, but one of my first was the Used and Thursday. Amazing show. All right. This is Matt Barr in the comments with
This
Tender
son of a
Loving
bitch.
Care, the Learning Channel.
Bro, oh yeah, I thought that's what it meant. But all they have is shows that are like super out of like my 7,000-pound life. Like, bro, that's not healthy. Like that, we shouldn't be encouraging that. And that's what that's doing.
Which is why TLC is not associated with that bullshit. Not when you hear TLC, nobody
Also,
thinks about the
what is it-
Learning Channel first. and
What's that one
7,000
show where
pound
they had like a
people.
12-person family? Bro, how much money did they make a year?
The Duggars?
I don't know,
Oh.
bro. I don't meet the Fockers.
The Duggars, they're toxic now, right? Isn't the one in jail for diddling kids or something?
I
It's
don't, dude,
bad.
I don't even know. I just remember that they had a lot of fucking kids. Like I never watched it. I didn't want any part of it. It was just,
My wife
oh, look at us.
loved
We're on
that
TV
show.
because we've got like
30
16
Day Fiance
kids.
goes crazy though.
Something stupid.
30 days.
Have you ever seen 30 Day Fiance? Like Ed, the guy with no neck?
Oh, I've seen the GIF.
I've watched Married at First Sight. That shit is wild. Wild, dude.
There's so much
TLC is an underrated channel. I'm not gonna lie.
so much terrible TV out there. Okay, listen.
There
So we're going
is.
to talk about all these potential motherfuckers of the week that Cesar's going to trounce when we come to the
That's
voting.
fine, bro.
Also, we got to talk about
me
the
on the cross.
Nationals and how they fumbled the bag with Strasburg after it was announced that he's going to be retiring. Also, a fantastic Dewey story that we got to get to later. All of that is coming up. Before we do, though, let's talk about these beers that we were drinking tonight. Scott, what is in your mug and rated on the scale? Would you bang your beer?
Sorry, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. He didn't mean a fantastic Dewey story. There's no such thing as a fantastic Dewey story. We don't endorse Deweys on this show. Thanks.
It's a fantastic story about a Dewey. How about that? Is that better? Is that a better phrasing?
I don't know. Maybe not, because we're celebrating it or we're laughing at it no matter what. And if you hear Dewey before you hear the context, like when you hear the story, it's kind of funny. But before that, it's like, are these motherfuckers celebrating a DUI? Like, what? Like, is that what I'm listening to right now?
Speaking of crimes,
Again,
Eric-
this is another one of those episodes. I hope it's not their first time. Don't be your first time. Fuck.
These guys are great, okay? There was a Ja Rule impression. A young guy thought TLC was about a wrestling thing instead of the girl group. And also, they love Deweys. It's fantastic. Tune in.
I don't love
Some
Dewey's.
sub to the YouTube channel.
Oh, my God.
Dewey sounds like a great snack.
Wow. All right. It's basic bitch beer season, and I always dive all head first into this
A
shit.
Bud Light.
No. That's anytime beer shit. Like, no. So Sam Adams this year, instead of putting out what are they usually
Wasn't he a
put out,
founding
their
father?
fall pack? Yeah,
Oh,
sure. They put out like an Oktoberfest mixer, and one of them was Flannel Fest, which is a Munich Dunkel.
Flannel Fest.
I did not know what to expect. It's fucking delicious. It is. It tastes like a smoother version of the Oktoberfest, which is a beer that I love. But yes, Flannel Fest, a Munich Dunkel 5.5%. Yep, Sam Adams.
Why is okay? And I'm with you on the Oktoberfest. I feel like the Oktoberfest may be Sam Adams' best beer that gets released. It's right up there with Porch Rocker. Porch Rocker is probably up there. But
You know what's funny? I
Oktoberfest,
really
so good.
enjoy the holiday pack. Like all of them individually are all really good or whatever. But when you talk about only being able to find it for a limited window, and I think it's just like trouncing all the other versions out there, Oktoberfest is probably their number one beer, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
because it is hands down. Every time I have an Oktoberfest, I always think this isn't as good as Sam Adams, though. Like and I've had some decent ones along the way, but it's always like not as good as Sam Adams. So yeah, I think that's a correct take.
All right, good. Oktoberfest, then Porch Rocker. That's going to be my top two from Sam Adams. And also,
Porch Rocker.
did you know they have a pumpkin beer? I've never seen their pumpkin beer out.
Oh,
They just-
I've had it. It's because usually they only put it in the mixer. Like usually they
that's
put it
why.
in one of the and they stick it in there. It's not too great. Like it's okay. It's very muted.
Mid.
Like it kind of tastes like they sprinkled a little nutmeg in an Oktoberfest and tried to pass it
okay.
off. Like it's just all right.
Fair enough.
Very forgettable.
Caesar, what are you drinking? Would you bang it?
So I'm on meds today, so no alcohol. But in the wise words of Shoreline Mafia, I'm off that Zanny Oxy Fetty. I'm just kidding. I'm off at Alka Seltzers. That's about it. So yeah, no beer for me. If I were to drink a beer, it'd be a Heineken Silver. It's in the fridge.
I got to be honest. Sometimes the cold medicine mixed with beer is just the perfect way to end
That
the night.
sounds scary.
Like, even when you're not sick. What? Who said that? Sarah wanted to point out her.
That's crazy. That sounds like that shit. That
My
teacher
friend,
told me.
you are on fire tonight with these little singers. I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
Sarah said she wanted to note her second concert was probably Ozfest in Columbus with Andrew WK, Disturbed, Marilyn Manson, System of a Down,
From
and Slipknot.
Mannheim Steamroller to that.
Yeah, Mannheim
WK.
Steamroller followed by Ozfest. What a great 1-2 punch Sarah dialed
We
up.
hit it into
What the
warp
fuck?
speed. She's like, I had so much fun at this concert. I think we should dial it up to 100.
Is that who I think it is?
I'm gonna listen. Mannheim Steamroller was
God,
great.
it is.
Now it's time for mosh pits. Here we go. Let's fucking go. Gabe said he's drinking Tiny Ass Umbrella, 6.5% ABV, hazy IPA from Southern Range Brewing. It's a post-football win bang. You damn
Oh
right.
yeah,
Andrew,
I would bang this flannel banger for this
I
flannel
figured.
fest.
I
Yeah,
figured you would.
yeah.
Gabe, the boys look good this weekend. They look
Bro,
real
they
good.
played
Notre
against
Dame-
Nova Scotia State. Like, they should have won.
Nova Scotia State.
No, here's the difference, Cesar. They played Navy, and you're right, they should win. But normally, they try to get too cute. They try to do something fancy. They get away from the game plan. Tommy Rees fucks it all up. This time, they hammered the ball. They ran it right down their throats. Estime was a beast. It was exactly
Oh, dude,
what
the
you
prop
wanted to
hit. Cash.
Speaking of, I gotta ask you guys about something that Mookie did. I'll ask that 1 second. Mookie, he's not here tonight, and I'm glad because he upset me very much this past week. We'll talk about that in a minute here. Robert Taylor said he's gonna drink a Sapporo.
That's hard as fuck.
Dude,
That's
I
hard.
love
Hard.
Sapporo, man.
Sapporo,
Those are
okay.
so good.
Is Sapporo your go-to if you go to like a sushi bar?
I don't even
or-
ask for anything else.
Is Sapporo,
I-
I do Kirin too.
Sake,
Kirin's
sake,
another
sake.
solid
Yeah,
Japanese.
well,
beer.
Kieran, I've been to places where they didn't have Sapporo and they had it. Yes, and Kieran is just as solid. But when I go into a Japanese restaurant or we're talking about sushi or whatever, whichever one they got, I don't even need to see the rest of the drink menu. Give me one of the two. I'm all the way the fuck in.
You know what the best part too
good,
about
dude.
Sapporo at a sushi bar or a hibachi grill is they don't even mess around with the sizes. They just bring out that
Yeah,
gigantic
the big ass
Sapporo. They're like, here's your giant Sapporo, Alki, have fun tonight. We're like, hell yeah, let's go.
Dude, and it goes down so fast. And the next thing I know, I'm like, damn, I'm feeling great. Like before the sushi gets out to the table, I'm like, that Sapporo hits quickly, but it goes down so smooth, man.
It does. There's something about it. I've had it outside.
It's like refreshing.
And it's not the same.
It's not the same. It's not the same. Yep.
It's
Fucking,
something
you're
about the location.
absolutely right. I had it at somebody's house, and I was like, why does this kind of suck?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if you take it out of its natural habitat, it was like, I wasn't really feeling it. I finished the one I had, and I was like, I'm good. I'm drinking anymore.
Yeah,
I didn't have another one.
I bought a
night.
6-pack of Kirin, and it sat there. But you give me some Kirin at a hibachi grill, I will crush it.
Something
going
about that
back for more.
draft, too. Or if
Oh.
they bring the bottle to the table and the frosted glass. Oh,
It's
yeah.
so good.
I know.
I think I need to have my Japanese lagers with like a pound of fried rice. Like that's what from when you're drinking it. Sarah said she's still drinking her pumpkin beer, UFO Journey to Planet Pumpkin. That
Nice.
sounds amazing. Matt Barr going with a risky move, an unlabeled stone beer. He said a friend brought over 60 blank cans, no clue what it is. It's bangable for sure. Friends in the industry
That's a good drink,
are
Tom.
greater than anything else. Rex is going with a Heineken Silver. There you go, Cesar, the 4.0 ABV.
crisp 96 calories.
Calories.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tank, by the way, is pointing out. Thank you, Tank, for having my back on this. DUI in a car, bad. DUI in a golf cart or a lawnmower, hilarious. And that's
Well,
kind of-
yes, but with no context, you're just like, hey, we're going to tell this hilarious DUI story.
Then
You
you
don't
just
know what-
assume it's a lawnmower. You know it's not a car because that's not a hilarious story. That's a sad story. You know it's in something other than a car.
Fine. I've been lawyered. Fuck.
I
I concede this one.
I've been busy this week, so I haven't gotten to the store. So I brought down one more of the Mad Tree Pumpkins and one more of the Frisch's Pumpkin Pie Ales because that's what I had in the refrigerator. They're absolutely bangable. I love my pumpkin beers. I don't even care. I'd probably drink that same amount of one. Don't give a shit.
Oh,
let us
yeah,
know
I
in
would
the comments
drink
if
it.
you're
It
drinking-
just, it's forgettable. That's all.
Doesn't hit the
Fuck
same.
yeah, I'd still
I got
drink it.
you.
Are you kidding
I
me?
got you. All right, let us know in the comments what you guys are drinking, whether or not you're banging it. Let's start off this show talking some football. Boys, so we are officially at week 1. Week 0 is in the books. I got to know real quick if Mookie is out of pocket for this. I sent him a message. The Notre Dame line in that Navy game, Notre Dame they were a 20.5 point favorite. And I was like, hey, how do we feel about this line? And Mookie was like, what's the over under? I was like 49.5. And he was like, mash that under. Mash it.
Why?
They're going overseas. They're playing Navy. Take the under. So I did. I mashed the under, right? Then Another friend points out Notre Dame's got a new quarterback. Sam Hartman's coming in. He's this great ACC quarterback, grad student. He's been in college for 6 years. Like
It's
this
a
dude's
fucking
the real
rib
deal.
necklace.
He was like, you got to smash that over. And Mookie said, and I quote, "I'm just glad that Mike took the bait and moved the line down so that I can smash the over."
What?
Is that a dickhead move to do to your friend to like entice them to take the under? That's a dick move,
Hold
right?
on a second. Hold on a second. I'm not buying that fucking bullshit. He's trying to make himself sound like he set a trap for you. This motherfucker did exactly what he told you to do, and then tried to use the Jedi mind trick, like, yeah, I knew he was gonna move the line, so I could go in and I was playing 4D chess with Mike. No, there's no fucking way Mookie knew what he's done. He's bullshit. He's bullshit. And he lost his money.
Here's the best part. This is the best part. The line had dropped to 48.5, and he's took the over and the under hit.
Fantastic. See, Karma got his bitch ass. He was trying some slick shit. Mookie, you know the fucking gambling gods don't like that. Don't tempt fate. You son of a
Can't do
bitch.
it. You can't do it. Don't dick over your friends when you're gambling when they ask you for advice.
Yeah.
But, it's probably my fault for asking for advice. But here we are, week
You,
one.
well, yes, asking Mookie for advice.
You could have asked me. I made a
I
fuck
was
ton
gonna
of money
say,
last year. on
you
college
have
football.
a bunch of trustworthy people in your life when it comes to gambling. Mookie ain't one of them, my guy.
My
Well, my
plays
bet
went
cashed.
like 10 for
I hit
12.
the under. Your picks went 10 for 12?
My parlays.
Oh, all right. So
It's because you got to be off like a Percocet to pick what I'm picking. That's why I call them the perk parlays.
But like, listen, man, you can't brag about like going 10 out of 12 on your parlay because that's 0-1. Like you
No,
lost.
No,
What,
like 10 for 12 for the season.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Like each
All right.
week is like, yeah.
I
one
got
week.
you. I see
Yeah.
what you're saying. Okay.
Great
I
year.
took that as you had a 12 pick parlay and you were like, I got 10 of the legs.
Oh, no,
right.
fuck no.
That's what I thought you
embarrassing.
meant
That's-
too. I'm
that's-
like,
that's
isn't that still an
trash.
L?
Also, like your $5 or $10 or albeit even a 50 isn't going to move the line a whole point.
I won the Mega Bowl, but I only had 4 of the numbers right, and I didn't hit the Powerball. But like, if I had them other 2, I won that shit, right?
Yeah, it's like if
that's how
my-
that sounded. Like,
That's how
I've
the
won the
parlay-
lottery millions of times. I was just off a couple of times each time.
I just missed 5 out of the 6 numbers, but man, I had it, dude. But listen, so here we are, week one. The big marquee matchup this week is LSU versus Florida State. It's like number 6 versus number 8 or something like that.
Florida State's gonna be
Brian
nasty.
Kelly doing some shady shit, fellas. I don't know if you know this. I know, shocked face, right? LSU starting defensive tackle Mason Smith is suspended for 1 week this season. The reason why goes back to an autograph signing back in July. He was signing autographs and getting paid for it, but it happened 1 month before NIL went into effect. So this man got busted by a month.
NCAA is so petty. We've agreed in principle, but fuck you. It wasn't instituted yet.
Didn't go into effect, man. Sorry. So,
Oh,
but-
that's so
but
shady.
in their defense, they only suspended him a week instead of like normally they'd be like,
Yeah,
death
okay, yeah.
sentence,
I
like,
was gonna
you're-
say
you
they'd
can never
throw the
play
book at
football
him.
again.
Right.
So he suspended him for a week. Now this is a big matchup. This is a top 10 matchup. It's got potential playoff implications on the line, and LSU really wants this kid on the field. So Brian Kelly said they have tried everything to get this kid reinstated for the game. They've petitioned the NCAA. They've appealed. They went so far as reaching out to their week 2 opponent and saying, hey, can we reschedule this game to week 0? So that way Smith serves his suspension for this FCS school and then is available for Florida State. Scott, you are
I actually think that's pretty fucking hilarious. Like, it's so shady, but I mean, I get it. Like,
if I gave you 3 guesses that a coach would pull a move of trying to reschedule an opponent, a cupcake, to push him earlier in the
this fat fuck, and probably your boy Bill. Those would be my top three choices. Yeah, this is right on course.
Cesar, what do you make of this? How you feeling about LSU and Brian Kelly trying to game the system like this?
1, it's LSU, so I'm not surprised. 2, it's Brian Kelly, so I'm not surprised. Like, what the fuck? Like, I mean,
This is so on brand.
it's just so funny. Like I think they're gonna lose regardless if they had him or not.
Oh, you
That's
think
the funny part.
FSU is you're buying the FSU hype this year?
I'm not sold on LSU. Is the thing.
Oh, okay. All right,
Yeah.
that's fair. Because I can't get down with FSU. Like until they prove something on the field, I can't.
They had a good year
believe-
last year.
Yeah. Mm.
It wasn't as bad as people thought. They just had a bunch of down years. So when they won more than 9 games, people thought like it was like a fluke. But Mike
It
Norvell's doing
was
some great
also
work.
like a really down ACC, like
Yeah.
a really down ACC. So nothing really was that impressive what they did last year.
They won the games in front of them.
Okay,
As a Texas fan who lost a fucking incest-filled Texas Tech, tough.
Incest filled.
Yeah, bro. You think Raider Rash is fucking STDs? Hell no. Why do you think they all look the same? Fuck Texas Tech.
I've never really given it much thought about how they look.
Yeah,
I
bro.
never
Way too
have
much
either, but now I really need to figure this
I was
out.
gonna say.
Okay,
I'm
but
gonna
by
have
the way,
focus
I need to
on
preface
those
this.
games.
I need to preface this.
Okay.
Lubbock, great little town. Great little town. Nothing against the city of Lubbock or the town of Lubbock. They drive their tractors to McDonald's and shit. It's like Texas in a nutshell. So shout out Lubbock, but fuck Texas Tech.
Gabe is calling you out for this, Cesar. He said you mean white, and then called for the race card. So you know what? I'm gonna give it to you.
Race card.
Fuck them.
Wait.
No, the reason
hold
why
on,
I'm
back
so
up, back
pissed
up, back
off-
up, back up, back up. Though, is that the thing about? Because I didn't know that about Texas
No,
Tech.
the
Is it
thing
like
about
a
Texas Tech, I was just being a
Jody
hater.
white school or?
No, I was just being a fucking hater.
Oh, okay.
It's Raider Rash. Raider Rash is apparently like how like freshmen when they first move over there, like everyone gets like gono or chlamydia or something, like off rip. So they call it Raider Rash. But speaking of Texas Tech, this is some fucked up shit.
It's like Bowling
Brett
Green
Yormark-
State University here, BGSTDU. That's what it was always known as. Is like all the chicks and everything. Like even during the parties and shit. Like you go to party at BG, better be careful. There's a lot of STDs up there. Goddamn.
Oh shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Cousins that went to Bowling Green. God damn, this is
Yeah.
eye opening.
Yeah, living in Toledo, man. That was what it was always the thing.
Go
Like growing
Rockets.
up, that's what it was called. Like, yeah, you go to BG, you just make sure you wear rubber.
Oh yeah, so I'm super like hater with Texas Tech because the fucking commissioner of the Big 12, Brett Yormark, he spoke at the Raider Rash Day or whatever the fuck it's called. They get a bunch of alumni season ticket holders and they talk to him. Bro is the Big 12 commissioner. I get it. We're leaving. You hate us. You're the salty ex-girlfriend. He told on camera, he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be in Austin on Black Friday. I hope y'all take care of business." What the fuck? The commissioner of the conference is biased.
I mean, I'm okay with that. Like,
Nah, bro, that guy can go suck a
respect the
dick.
petty of that.
Bro, last year against who the fuck was it? There was no holding penalties. I want to say it was against Baylor or Texas Tech, one of the two. My guy, they could have held me, my brother, and my dad, and they wouldn't have called the fucking holding penalty. So if it was bad last year, imagine this year.
Dude,
Bring
I
it
gotta
on.
say,
Bring it on.
this
Bring it on.
season, I'm very excited. I'm always excited for college football, but I'm super excited for this season because Scott, much like your Atlanta Braves winning the World Series the last year when there was a true NL AL distinction.
Oh, you're trying to go for the last ever
This is-
true college
Dude,
football
this
before
is the
everything
last
just into the
iteration of
chaos.
college football as we know it.
Like
It's never
originality,
going to
yeah.
be the same after this, ever. It's never going to be the same. You are going to have Big 10, SEC, Big 12. That's going to be it. You're going to have a 12-team playoff starting the year after this. Like, no more Pac-12. This is going to be the last year the Pac-12 exists. This is going to be a crazy season of just, like, the trivia questions of like who was the last team to win the Pac-12, who's the last team to win the ACC. Like those are going to be trivia questions 20 years from now, and it's all starting this. I can't wait. Go ahead.
I
Cesar.
think a great pick for Pac-12. I know you're gonna look at me like if I'm really off a perk, but dude, Oregon State to win the Pac-12 would be fucking incredible.
Don't they have the
Yeah,
kid
DJ
from
Ungulele.
Oregon? Yeah, DJ's dude.
And-
Bo Nix is still a quarterback in
Yeah,
college.
Oregon. So the
What?
crazy thing for me to say that.
Bo Nix is playing for Oregon,
What?
Scott.
Yeah, last
He's
year he
still-
played for Oregon last
Name
year.
I know. Are you fucking serious? Like,
Yeah.
I
Playing
haven't
for
watched
35
barely
years.
watched college football for like the last 5 years. He's still around?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Bo Nix is 35 years old. He's got 3 kids and a mortgage, and he's starting for Oregon this year. I can't wait. I
The
can't
book
wait,
a la
man.
Stetson Bennett.
Damn, man. Seriously, how old is he really?
I don't know,
Like,
Caesar. Why don't you look
Caesar,
that
can
one
we
up
get on
for us?
that?
Probably
Uh,
26.
While you're doing that, let's vote real quick. So
23.
first,
What the fuck? Oh no, yeah, that clock's out.
what is he?
23. He's my age.
23.
23?
Yeah, he's my age.
I wouldn't have guessed.
Yeah, no, seriously. I would have been like, you said 35, and I'm like, I mean, I don't know. Chris Wenke was like 28. That sounds about right. Like, if we're talking about fucking Bo Nix.
How
It
is he
felt like a
23?
Brian Hoyer situation here. where
Yeah,
he's like
man.
26 years old, and that's crazy. 23.
How the fuck is he
seems
23 if he went to college in 2019?
Did he?
Yeah, so the math
Did he
ain't adding up.
reclassify or something? Was it one of those situations where he reclassified and he skipped his senior year? I don't know. Anyways, let's vote real
I
quick.
don't know. Fuck
So
him.
our first nominee for Motherfucker of the Week is Cesar for not knowing who TLC is.
Give it to me,
Second
bro.
nominee is Brian Kelly and LSU for trying to schedule a cupcake in week 0 to avoid their starting defensive tackle being suspended for Florida State. Scott, who's in the clubhouse as the leader for Motherfucker of the Week? Cesar?
Fucking
or Brian
Caesar,
Kelly?
because fucking Caesar is easily because I kind of like what LSU was trying to pull. Like I'm here for that little bit of shystiness. It's like fuck Brian Kelly.
The
Like,
shystiness?
like let's establish that. Like fuck Brian Kelly now, forever, and in the past. But I think that shit's funny that they're out here like, hey y'all, can we just try to like game this fucking system? Like calling up the week 2 opponent. Like what incentive? I'm like, no,
More
we're
money.
not gonna fucking help you do that.
How does
Yeah,
that
I get
go?
it. The conversation will go like, what's the dollar amount we can put on this? Like, how much extra will you pay us to move?
That's-
our game up to week
Because you
0?
know when they call that school, the school's like, listen, we got to prepare. Like we've been prepping for this other. We're not prepping for you yet. We haven't reached that week. And LSU's like, listen, we're about to beat the fuck out of you. Like, do you want a little more for that? Like to do it like 2 weeks earlier? Just get it out of the way, right? Like, let's just get it over and done with.
Yeah, well, I mean, be careful what you wish for, though. They
It's
fuck
true.
around and find out. Like that would
We
be
got
hilarious.
an Appalachian State,
wanna get-
Michigan.
Yes. Oh God, could you imagine if they gamed the system and then lost that fucking game?
Oh god, that'd be
Oh, that
glorious.
would be, dude. God damn it, that would be so delicious, dude. I kind of fucking wish that would happen. I really do.
Caesar-
That would be an all timer.
That would be amazing. Caesar,
Like Brian
is
Kelly
it
would have
you?
to quit football, right? Like it'd be like, you're fucking done.
No,
Like
he'd
you
be
can
like,
never be-
listen, we my guys made some mistakes. My coaches didn't coach like they should have, but we're family, and that's what we do down here. We're gonna get through this, and everything's gonna be all right. Caesar, is it you or is it LSU
And then he'd
for
kill
Motherfucker
you.
of the Week in the clubhouse?
It's me, bro.
Okay,
I don't give a fuck.
We're
Vilify me.
unanimous. We're unanimous. Let's see if we can knock Cesar off with this next story. This one comes from Caleb Williams, the quarterback, defending Heisman Trophy winner from USC. So Caleb Williams was asked something and decided to give us his thoughts on the EA Sports NCAA video game. And he was talking about how he doesn't agree with the $500 payment. He doesn't feel like that's enough for a player of his caliber. So he came out and said, it's like if you go to school and you're a straight A student and there's another kid whose strong suit isn't school and he gets B's or B minuses. How fair would it be if you get the same grade as him? That never works in school and it doesn't make sense. That's how I look at that game with the situation with the $500. That's a quote from Caleb Williams, who will not be a college football player when the new NCAA game is released.
Actually,
he's
he would.
fucking talking about, no, he's going to be the number 1 pick this year.
Yeah,
He's
but they
fucking
go and college football games go the year prior.
No, they don't.
No, they
It'll be the
don't.
next
Yeah, they
year's
do.
roster. No,
Fucking Mark Ingram was on the game.
No, they'll be on the cover, but in the game, it's
they can only
next year's roster.
Before they could
release in
only
August.
put the guys who had already graduated
No,
on
I
the
understand
cover.
that. That's
That's
he was. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. I'm capped.
yeah, we know we're right. Like
I'm super
we're
capped.
trying to.
It's the potential COVID. It's the potential COVID
Yes,
slash
sir. Okay,
cold
it's done.
slash fever.
It's done. It's done. In the explanation of trying to explain, he cemented motherfucker of the week. It's done. Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
What? That I'm super
I
capped.
just love that this dude who is not going to be part of the game because he's going to be in Madden instead was like $500 just isn't enough for me. This is some bullshit. Like, dude, shut the fuck up.
We don't fucking need you.
Exactly. I played NCAA for years with QB 13. I don't need it to say Caleb Williams, okay? I don't give a shit if the quarterback looks like you, if he doesn't look like you. It ain't about you, dude. I played Dynasty mode. 3 years later, your ass is gone. I got a randomized roster anyways. I don't give a shit if you're in the game. As a matter of fact, don't pay him. Fucking, he gets nothing. And you know what I want him to do? I want him to come up with a QB 13 that looks just like Caleb Williams with the same fucking stats. And they're just like, this is QB number 13. He's 3 years from now. This isn't Caleb Williams. Name him. Name the guy, not Caleb Williams, just so you don't have to pay this motherfucker.
For
Fuck
Caleb,
Caleb Williams
like
for
a
this
K.
bullshit take. I am so furious that this is the fucking voice that's coming out to be like, oh, $500 isn't enough to be in a fucking video. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Oh, furious.
You should have had the Scotty doesn't know music up for that shit. Holy fuck, my guy. You
Dude,
goddamn
we just
nailed it.
want the game back. I don't give a shit. Like, if EA Sports was smart, what they would do is say, here's $500. Do you want to be in the game? When the kid says no, they go, good. Then you don't get $500. And instead, a different number and a different color player is going to be in your position. And it's going to be a random ass name. And you can't say it's you because it's not your likeness because you don't look like this fucking guy. And guess what? He's going to have all the same stats as you and you get jack shit. Fuck you, we're out. And that's how they do it. The petty would be great. I'd be all on board with that.
So you know I'm all about the players getting their money and getting paid, but this is sorry, my guy, you nailed it. Like it's the same take, different tone. We grew up in an era where we just played with numbered fuckers, dude, and now, bro, you got no leverage because it's 2023.
Hold on, Scott. We played in an era where it was just numbered players, but we also played in an era when it was Bill Walsh's college football, when you didn't even play as Notre Dame, you played as South Bend, Indiana. You played as Ann Arbor, Michigan. You didn't even have the fucking teams. It was barely the right colors. Like, it was bad, and I loved every minute of it. I got a great imagination, man. Well, I don't need it to say Notre Dame. Say South Bend, Indiana. I got it. I know what's up.
And here's the other dirty secret. Yeah, the other dirty secret is that fucking EA knows that they put this shit out there, and now there's all these dorks who will do their goddamn work for them. I'll just wait the week it takes the fucking community to put every likeness of the player, all their stats, all the adjusted rosters, all that shit, because that's what they used to do. And now it's even easier for those fuckers to do it. And I don't need EA to do it. I don't need Caleb Williams to sign off on that shit, because some fucking nerd in his basement who is super hardcore about doing it for the community and like, because they're gamers and that they're just out here doing it. Hey man, they're gonna do it for me. So fuck you.
I know the names of the nerds. Shout out College Football Revamped. It is because of y'all that I have my PlayStation 3 to this day.
It just used to be Operation
that Quinn Ewers won the Heisman last year.
I used to go to the Operation Sports forums and download the goddamn files off of my computer and convert it to a file for the PlayStation and plug it in and roll, dude. Like, we used to do whatever the fuck we had to do, but I can't do that if I don't have the game. Like, that's all we need. Yep. Like, at the end of the day, like, all we want is the fucking game. Give me the shell, dude. Just give me the shell. I'll take it from there, dude. So fuck you, Caleb Williams. Like, we don't care. Like, you're not going to be in the game anyway. And seriously, that's what they should do is like walk around to each one of these guys. Like, how many are going to say no to fight? Like, how stupid are you, Caleb Williams? You're not going to take $500. Like, it's $500 you don't have. Like, and you get to be in the game. Like
No
you
one's
think
buying
you're
the
worth
game to be Caleb Williams.
right. Well, and
There
even if
might
they,
there might be, but it's
well,
a
yes,
small
but-
percentage.
right, but and even if they are, dude, it's $500. Like what? Who turns down $500 for something like that? Like, I'm sorry, it's that or nothing. Like they went to court over this shit. Like your forefathers battled for this shit, and you're like, nah, I don't want $500. I'm worth more than that. Get fucked.
You know who turns down $500? The guy who has made $2.6 million in NIL deals. That's who turns down $500. Caleb Williams is
Fucking
estimated to have earned
shot.
2.6
Arch Manning
million.
makes more than
And he's
him.
just like, yeah, I don't need 500. You
Then-
keep the
Then
500.
I was gonna say, then take the $500 and get on social media and wipe your ass with it. Like, this is EA money, and look, I don't even give a fuck about it. Like, you make a funny ass video out of it. Do something like that. Like, I just don't not take it. Like, that's the stupidest thing you could possibly do. Because they're again, your ass is gonna be in the game anyway,
Dude,
against your
it's
will,
such-
bitch. Somebody's gonna
it's
create
such-
bitch ass and put you in the game. Sorry.
It's such a middle finger to the fans to be like,
It
this isn't
is.
enough for you to get
To
the
play as
honor
me.
to play as me. Okay. I didn't earn enough for you to be able to play as me. So fuck you. I'm not doing it.
Dude,
And
can you imagine the walk-ons who are like, dude, I'd give my left testicle to be in this fucking game. I would pay them $500 to put my likeness in this fucking game, but yet you're gonna give me $500? Where do I sign? I'll sign 32 times. I will sign my life away for $500. This dude's like, meh.
I will blindside this shit and I will go into a conservatorship just to get into this fucking game.
Shit.
Rex bringing up a great point. What about Ken Griffey Jr. baseball, where he was the only name in the game? That's
Yes.
an interesting strategy. What if they go that route and they just find one player, like the guy, and they're like, you get all the money and everybody else is randomized, and it's just the one player's college football, and it's a different player every year.
Oh fuck!
Actually, that could be solid. Go ahead, Cesar. What do you got? You're looking something up?
What if
Oh
they
no,
sa-
Travis
what if
Scott
they-
just announced a tour.
What if they tied that? What if they tied that to the Heisman?
Well, also, did you see Eric Gilbert's arrest video?
No, I did not.
Bro, it's fucking bad. They
Who?
caught bro fucking red-handed as it gets. So Eric Gilbert was a 5-star. He's a top-rated tight end, generational talent according to many scouts. He was the number one like overall tight end in 2020. I think he was like ranked fucking top 10. Went to LSU. Reports came out that he didn't fuck with, or like him and LSU just didn't get along. Transfers to Georgia. And he never plays for fucking Georgia. And I'm watching the national championship. I'm like, where's fucking Eric Gilbert? Except that Darnell Washington and Brock Bowers. Granted, Brock Bowers is gonna go fucking top 20 next year in the draft.
Dog.
But still, like, where the fuck is Eric Gilbert? Transfers to Nebraska 2 hours ago. I see a fucking video where the guy's throwing a brick at a fucking door at a smoke shop in Nebraska.
Oh my gosh.
Oh fuck! I need to send you this shit. This shit's fucking insanity.
That's insane.
He throws the brick, runs in, steals a bunch of hookah and shit, walks out. The cop's there with the dog.
Tank said we were spitting facts there, Scott. That makes me feel good.
Yeah,
Biscuit
yeah.
said, I miss the days when merchandise didn't have an opinion. OWG from the NCAA.
Oh fuck!
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, Rex has a great idea. He has two actually ideas on this idea of one guy being the
Yeah, Dan's
only
got the
player
story.
in EA Sports. He said we could do it as a lottery, or they could always do Mr. Irrelevant. So just pick one like random walk-on from some small ass school, and that dude becomes the face of NCAA football for the year. So it's just like the third string left guard from James Madison is the face.
Fucking James, that is fucking guard on the cover. I'd still fucking buy it too. I'd be like, as long as the systems I care about are in place with the recruiting and all that shit, and I can move everything around and do all the things that it used to be able to do, I don't give a fuck who's on the cover. Put a dick on the cover. That doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna buy it. And I'm gonna put it on in the system and not give a fuck what's on the cover. Does not matter.
All right, how we feeling now? So we know Cesar is ahead of Brian Kelly and LSU for Motherfucker of the Week. Has Caleb Williams overtaken Cesar for Motherfucker of the Week, or is it still Cesar for not knowing TLC?
Yeah, I think Caleb Williams stole this motherfucker at the last minute, dude. I'm kind of upset about it because Cesar had like a really huge lead, but Caleb Williams, man, like read the fucking room, my guy. Fucking A.
Cesar, did Caleb Williams overtake you for MFer of the Week, or are you still claiming you're it?
Hate me, love me, despise me. You're still gonna watch.
I also am saying that Caleb.
I can't hold the straight face.
You couldn't hold it.
No, I couldn't hold it. That was too dog. That was too dog.
You weren't even on camera, and you couldn't hold the straight face anymore.
Nope.
I also agree. Caleb has overtaken Cesar for Motherfucker of the Week. Dan, stick around. We have not talked about the woman in Chicago yet.
Football.
So stick around to that. Matt, JMU did nothing to me. I love James Madison. They're
Shut up, Benvenuti.
You got to warn me before Dr. Lou shows up. I can't be drinking when you're going to drop a Dr. Lou on me.
For the longest time, I thought Lou Holtz was Dr. Scholes. I thought it was Dr. Lou Scholes. I didn't know there was Dr. Lou Holtz. Dead ass on jaw. I thought Lou Holtz was also the Dr. Scholes guy. So I was 8. Anyways, Gabe, this hat is my fantasy football league. Shout out GD2 for L. Glizzy Destroyers for life. Number 2 because it's the second iteration. That's the hat of the day. Thank you for recognizing it.
Oh, shit. That's amazing. Scott's done. Scott's out. He can't handle it.
Bro, I was 8. I don't know how the fuck shit was spelled.
I know. I'm trying to remember how many things like that there was when I was a kid where you think the most ridiculous shit. But that one just the idea of fucking Dr. Lou Holtz and just sliding on into Schultz and you sing inserts at the fucking shoe store. And you're like, it's the same guy, making the correlation with the guy who slurs.
I finished watching Handy Manny, and then they took me to CCD, right?
Dr. Schultz, that's me.
And then they went to I went to Walmart to get popcorn chicken because it was my favorite snack after CCD. And I went to the foot thingy, and there was an older white guy there. So I thought I meant Dr. Lou Holtz, but no, it was just some random white guy in Laredo.
Are you tired of standing on your feet all day long? Try Dr. Lou Schultz. Shoe insoles.
Also, has anyone talked about how unsanitary those little fucking thingies that you step on are? I don't give a fuck if you have socks on. That's gross as shit.
No, I don't step on those.
The one time I did, I dogged it out. I had a white piece in my back pocket. So I fucking then I stepped on it because I wanted to see what was up because my heels were hurting at the time. I think I got the 430 or some shit. It was gas.
Scott can't hold it together.
I don't think I could tell my joke anymore. There's no way it's not gonna top any of the last 5 minutes. And so I feel like I should just pocket it for next week.
Did Ben DiNucci not go to James Madison?
Oh my god.
Fair enough. Okay, let's get our last nominee for Motherfucker of the Week in here.
Oh, there's more? Oh my god.
We got one more.
I thought, is there somebody that could possibly top Caleb though? Do we need this one? Is this gonna be what the wait? There's more.
I could think of one, but he's dead.
We need this one, Scott. We got it. We got to talk
about
it.
All right.
Because this week, if you don't remember, Jim Harbaugh got suspended by the NCAA for buying cheeseburgers for a recruit.
Fuck the NCAA.
And then he wasn't suspended, but then he was suspended, and then he named his dad as the interim head coach or something. I don't know. It's weird with what's going on there in Michigan. But he took the opportunity at the press conference to voice his opinion about the current state of college football. Now, I know what you're thinking. Normally, when a coach steps up to the microphone to talk about the current state of college football, it's normally NIL is killing the sport and the transfer portal, blah, blah, blah. Harbaugh took a little bit of a different route, but missed the mark immensely, in my opinion, because he said, quote, "I don't understand how the NCAA, TV networks, conferences, and schools can continue to pull in millions off the efforts of college students across the country without sharing ever increasing revenue," end quote. That is a quote from Jim Harbaugh, who signed a 5-year contract extension in 2022 worth $36.7 million that was earned off the backs of college athletes who got $0 from it. Jim Harbaugh, this motherfucker, calls out the NCAA. He calls out TV networks, calls out conferences, calls out schools. Nowhere did he say, and coaches who also make millions of dollars off of the backs of these athletes who get nothing. He conveniently left them out of his diatribe of people who are profiting off of this free labor in the college athletics world. So, Scott, I submit to you our final nominee for Motherfucker of the Week, Jim Harbaugh, for totally ignoring the fact that he too has profited off of these athletes while pointing the finger at everybody else.
Hustler's gonna hustle, baby.
Fucking
I
way.
mean, this is gangster shit right here. You point to everybody else in the room and not point to yourself, dude. And when you were telling the quote, all I kept hearing was our boy Liam Neeson. It's like, this should happen. This should happen. This should happen. Are you saying you'd give it back anybody? Me? No.
You've gone too far.
Like it's like, oh, coach, but what about the millions you make? Well, I don't have no shit to do with this. We're not talking about me. We're talking about everybody else. Like, look at all the money they're pulling in. Like, I'm just coached to do a job. I'm just
Utopia world.
I'm just
Listen,
paid, man. This
This
is what the market says. I'm not saying that these kids shouldn't get paid, but why shouldn't I?
I deserve my salary because I'm a leader of men. Okay, that's what I do. That's my job. He's sitting there talking to the Bobs.
And they made money off the backs of me, so I mean, you know what? Shit rolls downhill. Shit rolls downhill. Like they'll get there someday too. Don't worry about it. Like, but you were just advocating for getting theirs now, huh? What?
But no.
Who called this press conference?
I'm saying those guys don't deserve it. They should give theirs to them. I get to keep mine. They give theirs there. See, it just skips over. It's a skip over process. Goes from there to there. Mine stays right here. That's what should happen in this scenario.
I mean, what am I supposed to do? Give the money back? Who's going to buy me these khakis? Who the fuck's going to buy me these khakis? They're talking about taking my money back? No. Jim earned this money.
No.
Jim ain't giving shit back, bro.
Cesar, what do you make of Jim Harbaugh's comments where he blames everyone else except for himself for college athletes not making money?
He's a bitch.
Whoa.
Biscuit said, what if they gave everyone an extra $500?
Well, we know Caleb Williams wouldn't take it. We know that much.
Just take responsibility, bro. Look, you fucked up. Granted, I think it's stupid as shit too. You shouldn't have been suspended. But my brother in Christ, just take it on the hand. You'll be fine. You're playing fucking Tallahassee and William & Mary State. You're playing Tamaulipas Tech, and then you're playing fucking Tammy U. You'll be fine.
I just don't like. It drives me crazy that he's like coming off like I'm such a good guy here because I'm.
Bro, you bought a burger
for these kids to get paid. The NCAA is evil. They're punishing me for buying a burger, and these kids don't even get paid, and they should get paid. But don't take any of my money. Like, don't fucking touch my. That's my money. Don't touch that.
Well, Mike, these guys, get paid to be the highest class salesmen, right? They're asked to go into kids' living rooms and beg these motherfuckers to play to get there and keep their fucking jobs for them. Like, you think that when they are out here selling their wares about their school and their program and all the shit they could do for these kids, they're not going to then turn around and sell to us some bullshit to make sure that they still keep theirs? Like, come on. But you want the used salesman to not be a used salesman when it's convenient? Like, no. He's a used salesman. He's always going to be one, man.
Is that
he probably negotiates with his wife the same fucking way. It'll be like this is a Jedi mind trick. He fucking figures out ways to make sure that he gets the dinner he wants. It's like, well, I mean, you know, the kids should get the pizza that they ask for. I mean, there's no reason they should deny the pizza. Jim, are you going to share your steak with them? No, because they want pizza, so they deserve pizza. I'm not sharing my fucking steak with anyone. Like, no, that's not how this is going to be. But the kids, they absolutely should get pizza.
Oh shit, dude. I just this is amazing to me. And maybe you're right. Maybe this is just me being old enough now to see through the bullshit. And like being younger, being like,
see the spit.
no, this guy's he's spitting bars. Yeah, they should get paid. Like now I'm old enough to be like, wait a second, motherfucker. You just called out everybody else that makes money off of these kids except you and your friends. Like everybody else you called out. And you are saying you're okay. You're doing right by these kids because you bought a couple fucking cheeseburgers that you got in trouble for. Shut the fuck up, Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, because for every me and you, there's some other assholes out there that are eating us up. They're like, hell yeah. Wait a minute. Never mind. We already know. Just go to the group.
That's where I found the story.
I know. I just realized that as I was talking through it. Well, and if it ain't, I mean, but the thing is, it's not. If it's not them. There's other. Like every school, every fan base does the same shit. They all convince themselves that their coach and their situation is the right way, and they're doing things. It's
the quote was presented with just the 100 emoji 3 times.
Yeah, I also have been just very silent in the group lately because it's, oh, look at bad things are happening and funny things are happening to the Niners. He. Let's poke fun that the Trey Lance situation happened because our fucking morbid franchises are always getting made fun of. So when we get the opportunity, we're gonna take it. La 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 la. It's like cool. Y'all enjoy yourselves. Enjoy finishing in last place again. Whatever makes you feel good. I'll worry about your bullshit when we're not in the NFC Championship game again. Kevin. Oh, man.
Kevin. Well done. Rex said Harbaugh was just advocating for everyone else, and he was just getting his money now from his days when he played in college.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
back pay. Yeah, okay.
Like, hey, you got to work your way up the food chain.
Biscuit said Harbaugh seems like he did the old stop hitting yourself to other kids growing up.
Actually, yes, that's 100% accurate. I could totally just grab and just hit you with your stop hitting yourself, dude. Why are you hitting yourself? You should really stop that.
Tag said Harbaugh does the Chappelle Show president bit where he slaps the pitcher and runs at the press conference.
Yes, that's absolutely. As soon as they ask him the questions, what? Huh? Salary? Huh?
Since we have you and Cesar here, we should probably talk about this Trey Lance trade. So for those of you that don't know,
my starting quarterback in 2027.
Actually, probably 2030. Traded Trey Lance to the Cowboys. Cesar, as a Cowboys fan, are you excited about this trade?
I mean, yeah, when he starts in fucking 2032. Like, I mean, realistically, we just threw a flyer on him, I would assume, because we cut Will Grier, and Will Grier balled out. Granted, it's preseason, right? But I'd rather have a guy that another organization traded like the whole fucking house for a 4th-round pick. I'll take it. If he'll get to develop behind Dakota, him and Dakota are the similar type player.
Oh,
we'll see what happens.
That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt right there. I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt now that he's not a Niner, but hearing that Trey and Dakota are a similar player, that's gotta hurt.
Bro, my high school quarterback has started more games than Trey Lance.
Okay, whatever. Like it's over. Like I'm done. Like we got a 4th-round pick, and you know what? The Niners make their money in rounds 3 through 7 now. You got these days.
Like they pick.
I know. I mean,
you need a colored coach taken away from you anymore.
Well, hold on a second, because those are 3rd-round picks, so we got slighted. But it's
okay. Sorry, my bad. That's on me. I take that one on the chest.
That's fine. We can close the door on this whole thing. There's nobody angry. Niners won without him. You know, it's a blunder, but because they're still winning, it's fine. If this had set the franchise back another 5 years and, you know, we were I don't know, the fucking Browns, it'd be a different fucking story. But instead, it's like, it didn't work out, but okay, learn your lesson, move on. Like,
My
I
only worry
know
with
that
Purdy-
everybody wants to like sit there and dance on the graves, but it's like you do realize like the team's still good enough to win this year, right?
yeah.
Like, and then this is like, if as long as Brock Purdy's okay, or as long as they find a quarterback in this process, then it's whatever.
Here's
Like,
the craziest thing about it to me, like with the way rookie deals are set up now, like quarterbacks are, this isn't, I mean, look what the Cardinals did. Who was it? Rosen that got fucking bounced.
chosen
like,
Rosen,
yeah.
yeah.
Like this is just the new normal now for where teams will take a swing on a
Right.
quarterback. And if he doesn't pan out, it's not like it used to be where you're out millions of dollars. Like it's a rookie pay scale, and yeah, you're going to be out of sound. But I think the bigger issue with this one is people are harping on the draft capital that the Niners gave up to get Trey Lance. But here's the crazy thing to me is if they took any quarterback in that draft class, I feel like they're going to be in the same position that they're in right now.
Yeah.
Like I don't think any quarterback,
None of them were
except for
that good.
T-Law.
except for who?
I think Trevor Lawrence. I think Trevor Lawrence went 1 that year.
Yeah, but the Niners weren't
Okay,
getting
yeah,
up
I was
for
just
one.
gonna
They
say,
weren't getting
yes,
up for one. No one,
outside of
Yeah,
Trevor Lawrence,
Yeah, no
every
one
other
like every other
behind-
quarterback would have been like super mid.
It wouldn't have mattered. But again, it is what it is. Like it's like
Wait,
you know,
Justin Fields
we can
also
sit here-
went too.
You can sit there and dwell on it, but I don't think Justin Fields would be any better in the situation. I don't.
True.
Like I don't think
True.
he's any better. I really don't. Like maybe he's still around, but like I've seen enough out of Justin Fields. I don't think he's going to be anything great.
My only
I didn't think he
concern-
was going to be anything great when I was watching that Netflix series. I honest to God, I remember saying the first time I watched a few episodes, I was like, I don't understand why everybody thinks this dude's going to be an NFL quarterback. Like I didn't see it in high school in a behind the scenes fucking
Oh,
thing.
QB1.
So,
That
Yeah.
show's the fucking greatest. See,
Yeah.
there's a new season. It's on Tubi. It's for free. Go
It-
fucking watch it.
They brought it back?
Anthony
they?
Richardson, Bryce Young, and some kid that's at Kentucky.
No shit.
Yes.
I didn't
Really?
realize
Fire.
I
they
thought
brought back
the show-
QB1.
I thought it
Fire.
faded away.
Bryce
No,
Young.
it was a great.
him.
I loved the show. But I
Him.
just did not understand
Anthony
what
Richardson.
they
Him.
saw at Fields in high school.
Him
and
or
college.
them. Anthony Richardson was practicing at a fucking trail. Their field was literally like a trail that you walk on. It was disgusting. And now he plays for the Colts. What a story.
Bryce Young, Anthony
Big QB1 fan,
Richardson,
if you
and
couldn't
Deuce Hogan is the third
Deuce
quarterback in the most recent QB1 series.
He's the guy who signed for $500. He was like, hell yeah, I'll be in it. Hell yes, I'll be in QB1.
Deuce Hogan sounds like he's like, man, can I get that payment in skull or something? Like, I don't need the cash. Like, just give me the
What
dip,
sucks
homie.
for him is that fucking Drew Allard transferred from NC State to fucking Kentucky. So he's going to start. And Drew Allard's a fucking baller. BALR. Baller.
BLAR.
But fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, my only concern about like I guess the 49ers, not like I'm not trying to shit on them because since everyone wants to shit on my teams, like I'm just worried that Purdy might be like a Kaepernick situation where he was nasty that 1 year, and then teams start to figure him out type shit. But you have Shanahan, you'll be fine actually.
Well, I was just that's the thing. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you have
hope-
Shanahan, you'll be fine.
I
Yeah, you'll be
hope
fine.
that it's
I
okay.
forgot about that.
But I think within the process of doing this, they're gonna find something, or just keep using the formula that they've been doing, which has, yes, admittedly come up short. But I mean, the consistent opportunity to be in the NFC Championship game or be in that conversation, I'll take it. Like,
yeah,
hopefully they figure out a solid option. But if not, there's a way to get there and just have some guy. We've seen it done before. Well, I mean, at least I have. I remember when fucking Trent Dilfer won the Super Bowl. So, you know.
Didn't Ray Lewis kill a guy on that team? Is that confirmed?
No. Well,
It
yeah.
wasn't on the team. Ray Lewis killed 2 people.
It was just 2 people. Like, yeah, it wasn't.
Wasn't
It
any-
wasn't-
It
it was at a night- it was at a
that's
nightclub.
tied with OJ actually.
It was at a nightclub.
It is
Tied with
OJ. It is tied with OJ. Allegedly, Ray Lewis did that, but then he confessed to it when he turned state witness against his friends, who were then acquitted because Ray Lewis was probably the one that did the killing. It's a weird situation. It's a weird story. All right, last votes here: Caleb Williams or Jim Harbaugh. Who wins motherfucker of the week this week, Scott?
Caleb.
Cesar,
Don't do
Caleb.
that. No, don't. Please, can you please stop chanting that? I'm getting fucking Vietnam flashbacks. When I
Yeah,
went
but
to
it's, for
fucking
but it's for motherfucker of the week. Like,
no,
I'm not
dude,
celebrating
I
him.
was at fucking Red River Shootout in 21 when Texas was up like fucking 28, like 7. And then the crowd started chanting, "We want Caleb." And I was like, "No, we don't. I promise you we don't. I promise you we don't want Caleb Williams. He's fucking disgusting. Please, we do not want Caleb. We want Spencer. We want Spencer." They benched him. We lost the fucking game and I had to watch people storm the field in front of me. That's a feeling worse than getting cheated on. I swear to God.
Pretty rough feeling, man.
Bro, getting the field or court stormed against you, way worse than cheating. It's not even close.
Yeah, I might give that one to you. Who's your motherfucker of the week, Caleb or Jim Harbaugh?
Or yourself.
Caleb.
You're still in the running.
I mean, it could be
Caleb.
myself. I'll go Caleb, though, just because he went to OU.
All right, well, that makes it unanimous. Caleb Williams, because I, too, am furious at a man who would turn down $500 to be in the greatest video game franchise in the history of video
Bro, he
games.
could golf
I
at
said it.
Augusta
I said
for
it.
that price,
Greatest
low-key.
franchise in the history. So Caleb Williams,
That might be,
congratulations.
that's probably hyperbole, but it's whatever. It's a very good franchise.
Oh,
so
no,
just-
it's way better than Madden. It might not
Greatest.
be better than FIFA, but it's way better than everything else. The
well,
only
Madden used to be the king, and then it fell off harder than shit. So I mean, yeah, by the time it was done, it had already surpassed Madden.
I don't even
probably,
think Madden's
but-
the best football game ever. I still think 2K5 is way better.
Oh, 2K5 was so good. I
Yeah.
can't believe you know 2K5, Cesar.
I
That
can't
just
believe
blows
that
my
either.
mind.
Bro,
That's
look,
crazy.
I'm a baller. BALR. If it had a
You don't
football, I was
know-
playing it.
You don't know shit. Like you were okay. All right. Anyways, I'm moving on.
If it was video games after 2003, I more than likely played it. Like I used T-Mac and NBA Live 04. Disgusting.
that's
My aunt would let me
bananas.
beat her, so that's why I remember him. She would use like the black and white players in the one-on-one setting.
Caleb Williams, congratulations. You are this week's motherfucker of the week.
You motherfucker, you.
All right, fellas, let's shift gears and talk baseball, kind of.
Here's the pitch. Oh, shit.
Tecos! My Mexican-American baseball team is in the championship series. If we win this, we go to Sierra del Rey, which means King Series, which is the World Series equivalent in the Mexican League. Tecos! Ooh. We're owls.
I still think you're saying tacos, and it's
No,
fucking weird. I'm like, this
tacos,
feels dirty.
tacos.
It feels like a race card, but it's not. And like, I know it's owls, but like, it feels like you're saying tacos, and I'm like, that makes me as a white dude feel like I'm hearing something racist.
We're
that I
8
can't-
away. Vamos a Reyes. We're gonna be kings. Translation.
Scott, there was an incident that happened
An instance.
over the weekend.
There's also happened in an instant. I'm guessing.
There was an incident that happened over the weekend. Why don't you tell the folks what happened in Chicago?
All right,
Chief Keef.
I'm gonna do this exactly how it went down for me because I heard the story over the weekend of somebody, like, I don't even know when it actually happened. I just heard, oh, hey, there was some type of shooting that occurred at a game at Comiskey Park.
You did it. I knew you were gonna do it.
Oh,
I
you
knew
did?
you were gonna do it.
What?
You and me both, man. I said the same thing. I was
I know.
like, Comiskey? That happened to Comiskey?
Yeah.
What's the real name of the field right now? Do
I
you know?
don't know. U.S. Cellular, maybe?
That was the previous name. You
Oh,
went 2
goddamn.
names back with Comiskey.
I could
U.S. Cellular was after Comiskey. The current name is Guaranteed Rate
Oh
Field.
my God. See, that's why I don't bother. So Comiskey, I heard that there was a shooting there during a game, but it kind of like, it was real low key. Like, I'm like, that sounds like it should be more like publicized, more broadcast. Like, I'm not really hearing anything about it. It's just like, oh yeah, this happened. And then that was it. The story kind of died down until today when the news dropped that there was indeed a shooting. Oh God, we have the tweet. So Peggy Kaczynski reported on it after it was reported on an ESPN 1000. The shooting at Guaranteed Rate Field at a White Sox game was indeed an accidental discharge by one of the women grazed by the bullet. She reportedly snuck the gun in past metal detectors, hiding it in the folds of her belly fat.
How fucking big was she? God damn. No hate, right? But god damn. To hide a gun?
dude.
bro.
I have so many questions.
That's
I
fucking
do
crazy.
too. Okay. First of all, I love that. I love making the wrong word. I love that she was one of the ones grazed by it. Like there was a
She
shooting.
Plexico burst herself.
She cheddar bobbed. Yes, she went cheddar bob, full on
Sorry,
cheddar
man.
bob. But she is like one of the people injured in the shooting, and the paramedics are checking her, and she's got to be like, I don't know where it came from. Like I just got shot. This is crazy. And the whole time she's like, fuck, the gun that I snuck in my fupa just went off and shot me. Like, holy shit. They had to do a full-on investigation. And she had to admit it, right? Like, that had to be how this came out. Like, yeah, I snuck this in. Why are you taking a gun to a baseball game?
That's my number one question.
Is that in the shitty
You're
part
like,
of Chicago or no?
we're going
Is it in Chirac?
Yes,
it is.
of
You're
course it is. The South
inside a
Side.
baseball stadium. You don't need to bring it in the stadium. Leave that shit in your car, dude. You don't need to bring it into the stadium with you. You don't have to tuck it inside your fupa and fucking walk in the stadium. Like,
But
what are
Glock,
we doing?
I mean, do you know what gun it was?
I mean, no.
That's
Like
but
a Glock
that's
17
another question.
or the 45.
Like, how big are we talking? Are we
Like-
talking like big enough for an AK, or is this just like a pea shooter? Like, what kind of gun do you tuck underneath your fat folds before you leave?
I'm
home?
trying to
Like,
see if it would fit. Pause.
you're just looking up at the rack and you're like, which one will fit underneath this motherfucker? I don't know. All right, well, this one, in case this shit pops off at a baseball game.
That's the crazy. Like, you're in the stands. You're like hanging out in the right field bleachers, and you're like, nobody's fucking with me today. You know why? This right here, and then you just
Strap that,
fucking
baby.
stuff
No
it back
cap.
underneath.
And then-
What is happening?
And then,
What are you doing?
how fucking fat? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. How
There's no
fucking
sorry. It's an epidemic in America.
How fucking fat do you have to goddamn be to be able to have thick enough skin still to get through metal detectors with a gun? Like, how fucking those metal detectors can detect like metal hair,
You're asking the wrong questions.
metal
Scott.
plates in
It's
your
not
head.
that. It's
and
not
there's-
that. It's not that.
What?
The question is, how terrible are the metal detectors at these stadiums? I don't feel safe at stadiums anymore. If
Well,
somebody can
there's
touch a
definitely-
gun,
yeah,
I never.
like,
in their
I don't-
fat folds.
I don't even think these are plugged in. I think it's all for show. You know what's happened? Every time I've gone to a Reds game, the metal detector never gone off. And if it did, the guy just goes like this and sends me through. I'm like, bro, that just beeped. Like, shouldn't I get patted down or something? Nope. He just waves me on through. Doesn't give a shit. I don't even think the shit's plugged in. I think they're just like, whatever, just fucking go.
Well,
Just
it
do it, walk
beeps.
it,
I think
file
it's
it.
plugged in, but you know.
No, I think it's one of those where like they can make it beep with like a remote control. Like they can just be like beep beep, like it's a car remote, and they can just hit it every once in a while. They're like, "You get over there." They find a girl with like big titties, and they're like, "Beep beep." Oh, I gotta pat you down. Come on over there. Sorry, that one went off on you. Let's just check you out here. Nope, nothing hiding underneath here. You're good. Clear on through. Go ahead. But like, I don't think it really
This
matters.
fucking behemoth. Let her through. Let her through. God damn. She smells like shit too. Oh fuck. You think she was hiding a gun in her fat folds? Who gives a shit? We're at a baseball game. I doubt it.
Also, have you seen the video of like the crowd reaction?
Was
The
that
video of the crowd. Like, have you seen the video of the crowd reaction? I looked into this when I saw this text.
no?
No one fucking moved.
Because it's Chicago.
I was gonna say gunshots go off in Chicago.
But like the
all
players didn't
time.
even like turn around or anything. Everyone's just like, oh.
Because it's Chicago. Chicago, they're just like, they just hear
Chirac,
that
shout out
pop,
Chief
pop,
Keef.
and they're like, huh, home. Here we are.
Oh, speaking of Chicago, I saw this story on Twitter today. Kanye was with his wife in Italy, and they're like in a gazebo, right? Bro has his pants down, and his wife's on his knees in public.
Wow.
What a dog. We support Jews, though.
How uncomfortable is it to have your fucking piece tucked underneath your fucking fat fold? Like, that can't be comfortable. That can't be cool. Like, there's not that much padding. Like, you'd still feel this heavy ass steel piece underneath your fucking gut flap. Come the
I gotta
fuck
be
on,
honest.
man.
I worked retail for a lot of years, and there have been several times
Dog
that
shit.
people have pulled like money and stuff out of their bra.
Oh yeah,
Oh, disgusting.
There's like
Yes,
a
I've been
lift
there,
and
too.
grab, like
yes.
phones have been pulled out of there to be like, this doesn't work anymore. And I'm like, probably because it's under your titty and it's 112 degrees out. Like that's going to be a problem. So I get it. Like there's storage, there's available storage that we are underutilizing a lot. But is there a risk, guys? Legit question. Is there a risk of like, I mean, clearly there is, of a misfire or some type of like malfunction because of where it's being stored? It's not stored properly in like a holster. It's being stored under your titty. So there's like your grip slipping. Like there's a lot of problems that can come from this that we're not thinking through. Also, you're in a fucking baseball game, man. You don't need a gun in the stands.
Well, we just set up Al Qaeda with the next time they're gonna be able to get a weapon on a plane.
They're not fan in the Middle East though.
I know, but they're taking fucking notes. They're like, oh, we'll just get one of their fat fucking members. We'll just take them hostage, hide a gun underneath their fat folds, and we'll hijack all the planes. Fuck it.
Biscuit said, I'm going to see Lauryn Hill and the Fugees in Chicago. I know where I'm putting my shit.
Oh my God,
In your
dude.
gooch.
This is such a bizarre story,
This
man.
is
It's
absurd. I
absolutely
laughed.
crazy.
I laughed for 10 straight minutes though when I read it. Oh my God, it's so fucking funny. It's so middle America, dude.
It really is. Like if you had to pick a headline that described America, the headline of woman's gun hidden in her body fat goes off at baseball game. That's as American as it fucking gets.
That is an Americana headline right there. Holy
That is the most American headline you can fuck it. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That is
well,
it.
then signs deal with Bud Light. There you go. There, seal it with a kiss.
Not Bud Light, goddammit. No.
No, not Kid Rock likes it again. It's okay.
Oh, that's right. It's cool.
Yeah,
That's
it's
right.
actually- it's
That's
cool,
right. I
man.
forgot about that.
It's all right. But they don't have to hide it anymore. They don't have to drink it on the inside. They can order at the bar again.
The only thing that would make this, because Sarah said, name something more American than this story. The only thing that would make this more American is if it was bald eagle swoops down and steals gun hidden in woman's body fat and murders the Taliban as it flies away with the gun in its talons.
America, fuck yeah. Rock flag and eagle.
Hold on. Rex deserves it for this one. He said she should try storing her gun in her fatness.
Well done. Oh fuck. What a story. What a fun story, dude.
So Steven Strasburg's retiring, huh?
Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah, baseball news, huh? Although I do. Hey, look, we just talked about, Caleb Williams getting his. I'm happy for Steven Strasburg because when I first heard the announcement, I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck are they going to do on his deal? How does that work? And there was rumors that they were going to work out a buyout or all this shit. And then the reports came out like a day later. Nah, Steven fucking held them bitches up and was like, hey, I might not be able to function normally for the rest of my life. I'm taking every goddamn dime that I signed for.
What a W.
Thank you and get fucked. I brought you a World Series title. You'll pay me every red goddamn cent. And the Nats didn't have insurance on that shit.
Yep.
And guess what? They're stuck holding the bag.
Wait, hold on. I do want to talk about this, but Brent from 1420 Sports said that's as American as it gets. We had a slingshot incident in Canada last week.
I need the story to this. I need it. I need was a slingshot shot at a bird and it went down, or you're at a fucking Canucks game, or I don't know.
Scott, the Nats are so fucking stupid for not insuring this contract. Steven Strasburg.
They couldn't. Nobody would. That's the thing. Nobody would. He was too much of a liability. They could not find anybody to insure him. That's what makes the deal even worse. They couldn't find anybody to insure him, and they were like, "Well, fuck it, it'll be all right."
Wait, when you say
He's on
insure them,
insurance.
you mean like they go to State Farm and they're like, "Hey, can I take out a policy for my pitcher?"
Yes.
Well, more or less.
Against
Yes,
the
there's
contract.
yes. Yeah,
So-
they
so
just take out
basically
insurance
they
so
say,
they don't get
"Hey, listen,
completely
if-
fucked.
We're going to pay you X amount of premiums every single month. And if something happens to him, you pay out the remainder of the contract, not us, because we're cashing in on this insurance policy." So, but they couldn't get one. So instead, they still signed it. And now the
Yes.
Nationals owe Steven
they're
Strasburg the remainder. And
They
it's
had
like
no recourse.
$255 million. Like, it's
Loser.
a ton of money.
Yeah.
He's going to, all the jokes about Bobby Bonilla Day, bro, it's not even the
How long is the
same anymore.
contract?
Like, he's going to get 30
Well, it was only an
million
extension for a little while, but yeah, like there was like 175 mil left on this fucking thing, like something
It's like
absurd.
30 plus million every year for the next 3 years. And
Oh my
then
God.
starting in 2027, it's like 20 some million for 3 years after that. And then there's deferred payments after that. Like this
Yeah.
dude is fucking raking. And it's crazy because he pitched 36 innings in that World Series run for the Nationals back in 2019.
And that was
36 innings
basically
in
it.
the post in the
His arm
postseason.
fell off.
36 innings in the postseason that World Series run. He has pitched 31 innings since. Like, that's how useless he has been to the Nationals, and he has just been cashing those checks. Like,
But-
you know what? $500 doesn't mean shit to Steven Strasburg. That's how much money he's
It
making.
doesn't, but again, it's like I don't feel too bad because again, like he should get that money. Like there's stories about how this dude like can't button his shirt up properly, and like he's already feeling like the effects, like can't pick up his kids, can't stand for too long a time because his shoulder is so fucked, and he's a few years younger than us. Like that sucks. Like his quality of life is only gonna get worse. Like he gave his arm and quality of life to that franchise. Like, I mean, y'all signed the deal. You didn't have to. That's your fault. Like, if I was Steven Strasburg, I'd be like, I'm not giving you shit. Like, why should I? Like, I gave you everything I have. It's the least y'all can fucking do, is the way I look at it. Like, sucks to sucks. Like, y'all, that was what a dumb deal. Like, you didn't have to sign that. And I mean, like, how many times do players outperform the contract and you're like, we're not giving you shit else? Well, this is one time when it just came up. Like, y'all got a World Series trophy. Look at it as that. Look at it as you paid this amount of money to win a World Series trophy. If that helps you sleep better at night, but whatever, it doesn't matter because you're giving away that fucking money. You already did. Like, you were already on the hook for it. So fuck it. Your books don't even have to change. You had already budgeted for it.
You know what's crazy about this whole story? They went and won the World Series. They literally pitched a guy until his arm was about to fall off, and it wasn't even when Dusty Baker was their manager. That's crazy.
That
dude.
is wild.
That's
That
bizarre.
is wild. Yeah.
That's absolutely bizarre. Brent asking, is that deal worth it? World Series championship is worth a lot to owners. First overall.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't happen very often. Dude, that's like I think it's worth it from the owner's perspective, right? You got that ring. You've been dog shit since, but you got the ring, you got the trophy. Like, I think a lot of owners would pay that.
That's dude. Look at what Steve Cohen did. Look at all the money he paid to try to win a World Series
And
trophy.
didn't get a trophy.
I was just gonna say, you think if fucking Steve Cohen could sign this Devil's deal right now, he'd be like, how much do I have to pay a guy to not play for a few years after we win the title? Fuck it. Where do I sign? Like, I'll throw a few more million on top of it just to sweeten the deal. Like, there's so many owners that would kill. You think Artie Moreno wouldn't kill to figure out a way to, like, have this happen with Shohei there so they can keep Shohei? Like, shit. Of course.
He's probably thought about it. He's like, how bad is this tear really? Like, come on, Shohei. Is it really that bad? Go get a second opinion. Let's see. Let's just check and see. Like, this is our last shot.
No, because if I was
now,
him, I'd be
from the
pitching
player side
the
stuff.
you know who we are. We're family. You want to stay with family. In time of need, are those other franchises going to care about you? No. Artie Moreno cares about you, baby. Stay here with us. Stay here with the Angels.
He's got Artie Moreno talking to Shohei like he's the bottom bitch.
Hey,
Artie,
because that's what I'm
Artie
saying.
will take care of you, baby. Okay, Artie will take care of you, baby.
Exactly.
Like, you gotta stay with Artie.
Because he's in a position of power now. It's like, oh, you're the one with the injured UCL. Well, why don't you come on back? Why don't you come on back? Because I mean, they don't love you like I'm gonna. They don't.
Listen, Artie's gonna take care of you. Okay, Artie will take care of you. And then Shohei signs and he smacks him. Don't you ever fucking talk to Artie like that again.
Exactly. Lifetime deal, and don't you ever think about becoming a free agent again. What the fuck was you thinking, putting me through all that shit for the last year and a half?
Tank said if they want out of the contract, they have to give him a Terminator arm. I like this idea of some type of surgery to Strasburg that turns him into Rookie of the Year. Like he gets a surgery done and yells funky butt loving, and then is able to fire fastballs again.
That'd be amazing.
Speaking of baseball, we're coming. The tide's
God,
coming.
here it
See us
comes, here it
rise.
comes.
We're gonna win the fucking division. It's the J-Rod show, motherfuckers.
Oh my god.
That's all I know.
That's all I
Jared
know.
Klenick, he's a dog too.
Kelnick, but yes, sure.
Yeah, that guy. That guy. He plays for my team.
Yeah.
Huge fan.
See us rise. See us rise. See us rise. See us rise.
All right, Cesar.
Max Scherzer means werewolves.
Cesar, name 3 more Mariners.
Felix Hernandez, Ken Griffey Jr.
You
And
did
Ken
not
Griffey Sr.
specify currently playing, sir. You did not specify currently playing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's on me.
Tough
That's on me.
Kishitskis.
Yeah,
Lawyer.
I was just gonna say you gotta hold that L like I did earlier.
Yeah, tough Kishitskis. Dude, y'all told me that shit and I say it all the fucking time now.
Oh, that's
at
what they
work.
say in Russia. Tufskis.
Oh my god, dude. They'll be at work. And
Dude,
they'll
I
give me-
drop that on my kids all the time. Like that's my go-to.
They gave me a coupon, it didn't work, and in my mouth, I was like, tough Kishitskis.
Yes, my man.
Oh, it's tough. Like it doesn't want to work.
All right, let's
See
do,
us rise.
Let's do a real quick basketball story before we get into this Dewey story. Real quick
my
basketball.
Boom shakalaka!
Cesar, your boy, Jaylen Brown, is playing in the Big 3 All-Star game.
Hell yes.
He
For
already,
some reason.
it was this past Saturday.
It
And
was
his
this
left-
past Saturday?
Yeah, and his
I thought it
left
was coming
hand
up.
looked fluid, not like mine. We're ready. We're coming for
I
the
was gonna
ring.
say I thought it was this coming Saturday too. I
thought
didn't
it was
realize
this
it
past
already
Saturday.
happened.
It was this
Whoops.
past Saturday.
I was all excited. I was like, well, that's kind of a cool idea for an All-Star game. I should check that out.
Yeah, it was
Whoops.
this past Saturday.
God, we are late.
Missed by me.
The team of Nick
This
Young.
is why we use ellipses and fucking
Yeah, the
text.
team of Nick Young, Jordan Crawford, and some other fuckers. They won the Big 3.
Jordan
More
Crawford,
importantly, his left hand works.
Can I
my
tell
left
you-
hand works too, but not for dribbling basketball.
You mentioned, Scott, you just mentioned this is why we use ellipses when we text. Do you know how many times since Caesar has called us out
You're
for,
in.
being
Oh,
old
dude,
for using
time, me.
ellipses
all the
that I
time.
type it and then
And
delete
then
it?
back it out. Oh
immediately?
yeah, yeah.
Bro,
Oh,
just
it's
for text.
constant.
I told you the minute it happened. I said, thanks for making me insecure about this. I will now be reevaluating every single time I do it a text. And I don't know how many times. Although sometimes if I'm talking with people my age, I'm like, fuck it. This is what we do.
Nope.
This is how us old
Nope,
people roll.
still no. Even outside of the show group chat, I will
Oh.
type ellipses and be like, nope, that's what old people do. I'm not
No,
fucking
it's
old
because
yet.
like my
Nope.
friend dropped him recently in the group chat, and I was like, "Why are you getting mad at us?" It just seems very like parent. Like, oh, okay, yeah, go do that. ... And you gotta
Parent-
take out the trash.
parent. Parent, the ultimate way to not call you old.
I know some young parents.
I'd rather you just call me old.
Jacob
know.
Patrick had a son at fucking 17, 16. His
Yeah,
son
well,
just
that-
committed to fucking Alabama.
That would
Jacob
suck.
Patrick's like 32. Yeah, the math is crazy.
He's not 32. I think Drake Kirkpatrick is like well, he was in that 2012 national championship game. I remember that.
I can tell you,
I
Jacob
think
Patrick's age right now, and he had him like at 16, dude.
he was very young when he had. But yes, I felt very old when I saw that Drake Kirkpatrick Jr. had committed to a college, and I'm like, God
Alabama.
damn.
Following in Papa's footsteps. Fuck you, though. September 9th, you're fucking dead. Ugh! The
Wow.
horns are coming. Quinn Ewers,
How old is-
Heisman.
How old is Drake Kirkpatrick?
The normal one? The first one?
Yes, senior.
Ah, fuck. I don't know. Fucking 32,
I
31.
thought that's what you were
Put
googling.
it up. What the fuck?
Oh,
I thought you were
fuck.
googling
I
that.
thought you told
were,
me his age
you were
already.
you were like, I'll look it up, and then you
Oh,
got.
he's 33.
You went,
He's 33. He's 33. So, subtract 18. It's in the teens. I'm not gonna give a number because I'm gonna be wrong again.
Congrats on the sex, Drake Kirkpatrick. Okay, guys.
At 15.
I don't have a drop for this.
I
but
couldn't
there
talk
was
to
a
girls
guy-
at 15.
There was a guy in Indiana this past week who got arrested for a dude.
Oh shit! I just realized we already made the 9/11 reference. I guess the tradition keeps alive.
Wait, what the fuck was it?
It was when I said I gave that Al Qaeda was taking notes from the fat bitch about how to sneak guns on planes next time.
True.
So there it is. The streak rolls on.
That's how we never forget, guys. We just keep bringing it up.
You never forget.
Seriously, that is a weird streak, man. I don't know. Oh, God, I hope this isn't your first episode watching. I'm sorry if it is.
I don't know.
Well, if it
how
isn't, it's
happened.
gone back forever. So it's not like it's gonna change. You'll hear it next week or the week after or the week before or the week before. You're gonna hear it. Why? Because we never forget. 9/11/2001.
At this point, it's just like a verbal tick on the show where it's like, got to shoehorn 9/11 into the conversation.
And that's the funny part.
somehow.
I wasn't even thinking about it when I did it. It was literally just making a joke about a fat bitch. And I'm like, I
Recently-
just started thinking about it. I was like, holy shit. It referenced it. Fuck.
Recently, the 9/11 jokes have been popping off super crazy because, you know how they made Oppenheimer, right? Well, Japan was pissed. Japan was pissed.
Of course
Yeah.
they were.
So they started making Barbie-esque memes, but of 9/11. So it's like the Barbie Mattel logo that's pink, right? And in the background, it's the fucking towers on fire. Shit's fire.
Jesus Christ.
Like the image is fire, not the event. The meme is
Dang.
cool.
Tank again pointing out that we need to lean into the right wing grift and get the bag. That's what we gotta do. We gotta do it, dude. There is such a lane open if we just leaned into that side of things. It was like, this is all sports, no politics. That's all we do is talk sports. But also, it's all just coded bullshit, right wing bullshit that we slide into everything.
I'm 75% there anyway. I feel like I mean, most of my takes really kind of venture off in that direction. I feel like most of the time. I'm not gonna lie.
Sarah wants to know if we could get a patriotic American flag drop for the 9/11 reference. Yes, we can. I will get that together for next week and a counter
Show my face on the
for
eagle.
episodes in a row. And I got a note.
What number are we at? Is that 15?
She said that would be 15. Is it seriously 15 episodes
weeks?
in a row?
I know. I think it was 15 that Drake Patrick had his son.
Oh, okay. I
Oh,
thought
Which is
it
so
was just
crazy, bro. I
row.
couldn't talk to girls at
Wait,
15.
hold on. Crazier. Us making a 9/11 reference 15 weeks in a row or having a kid at 15?
Having a kid at 15, bro. I didn't even know how to use it. I didn't even know it could work.
I knew it worked at 15.
Oh, hell no,
I
bro.
knew it worked.
But it was
I just didn't have any opportunities to utilize it.
I was gonna say it was all like solo game. I hadn't gone into multiplayer mode yet at 15. It was very
Bro, I didn't go into multiplayer mode till 20. I was a late bloomer. I'm a dog now, though.
Well,
But still,
There
that's
is a
crazy.
guy in Indiana, guys, who got a DUI while riding on a Power Wheels. That's the story. This man was out here riding a Power Wheels and got lit up by the cops and failed a field sobriety test and fucking had to go to jail because he was high on meth and some other drug in a Power Wheel.
wait though. Like, what I don't get is how is he fitting into Power Wheels? Like, huh? Like,
I don't
and
know.
like,
I don't know.
how did he not break the weight capacity? Because like, even if you could get in, like those things won't move if there's too much weight on them. Like,
Unless you've souped it up, because listen, we're talking Indiana, so this is definitely some
do
hillbilly.
you think he had a gun
And
hidden
Larry
underneath
Bird.
his fat folds when he
Yes,
got
he's
arrested?
definitely had a gun. He definitely had a gun hidden somewhere. But also, I don't know if you've seen
Because
there's
this is
plenty of-
goddamn right.
Yeah. Live action.
there are plenty of
Turtle
conversion kits available that transform your Power Wheels from like a 6-volt to a 12-volt.
Are
and
you
you
Oh,
can
the
get it up
fucking
to-
drill and the lawnmower batteries. I wanted
Yes.
to do that to my nieces.
Wait, is this a thing? Like,
Yeah.
I legit,
Yeah,
I don't know anything about
You
this.
could absolutely soup up a Power Wheels and give it more horsepower.
Way more.
Conversion kit to like change it to
You
a
could
12
skirt
volt.
that motherfucker crazy.
And
Oh my
and
God.
Tank rightfully pointing out meth skinny, so the guy didn't weigh a whole lot if he's high on
Oh,
meth.
Yeah, that's true. It's fucking Skinny Pete rolling on a fucking Power Wheels weighing 80 pounds.
That is okay. We talked about how that's such an American headline earlier with the Chicago.
This is a
White
pretty
Sox
American
shooting.
headline.
Is
Yeah.
this the most Indiana headline you can come up with? Man
Yeah.
arrested for DUI on Power Wheels
Yeah,
under the influence of meth. Like that's
Golly, Jesus, yeah. That's extra Indiana. Get your shit together, Indiana. Like, fuck.
and he
This
was
is this. I
arrested-
mean, this also sounds like a West Virginia thing.
It does.
Like, that's the problem. This could actually fit the profile of quite a few states, unfortunately.
This
It's
could
very
fit
America.
the profile of my good friend of the show, Kenny Zimlinghouse, had a joke a long time ago about how the South starts 30 minutes outside of any major city because that's just where you find all the hillbillies. Doesn't matter
Sure.
if you're like in New York. If you're 30 minutes outside of New York City, there's some guy that's just like, bang, 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 bang. So he said, like, the South starts 30 minutes outside of any city, and that's where this takes place. Is some
It's
guy
true.
high on meth driving. He was pulled over by an Indiana State trooper. Imagine being that trooper and you're like sitting there running radar.
I
and all
couldn't
of
keep a
sudden-
straight face. I couldn't keep a straight face. Like, this dude's in a fucking Power Wheels. You're telling the guys back at the station, guys, I got one for you. But like, I don't even know where to start. Like, how do I fill out this paperwork? Like, there's no registration. Like, what the he's drunk. I'm bringing him back. And fuck it. Just worry about the paperwork later. I'm not doing this today.
Pow, pow, Power Wheels.
Like, unbelievable, dude. He tried that in a small town.
Oh, speaking of small towns, I went out of town with my family recently. Well, on Sunday, and we're driving through like these like small little towns in Texas, in West Texas, and I saw a Confederate flag, and I was like, I am not welcome here.
Yeah, dude, get out.
Sundown.
And I was like, I am not. Well, I didn't even feel comfortable driving.
Yeah, I'm glad you made it out safely, man. But it happens in Ohio too. There's like a big fucking
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say
barn
we
with
ain't
the
that
Confederate
far.
flag painted on. I'm like, you can't even claim Southern heritage, bro. Like you're in the North. This is not a. This is not where.
It
Shout out the
never
North.
It never reached up here, you idiots.
Let's talk about these beers that we were drinking, whether or not we were banging them. Scott, what was in your mug? Would you bang it?
I was drinking Sam Adams Flannel Fest, a Munich Dunkel, 5.2%, solid. What?
Dunkel.
Yes. a Munich
Donkey?
Dunkel, Yes, yes.
I love it.
Very smooth, very fuckable. We'll go with.
Caesar,
would
you are
bang.
not drinking. How's that Vicks feeling right now?
The Vicks is fire. Vicks is 10 out of 10 every time. Fuck the humidifier though. The Vicks Vapor Stick hit that shit the way fucking Strawberry was hitting Coke, bro. Like it's a fucking it bangs every fucking time. And then the Alka-Seltzer, I got the citrus flavor, so it went gas. Hopefully I get over this soon because I have a bender next Saturday for fucking UT Alabama.
Yeah, you gotta get through that. I was drinking 2 different pumpkin beers, one from Taft's, one from Mad Tree. The ones that I've drank over the last 2 weeks, they're fantastic. I love them. I would absolutely bang them. Fantastic beers. Fellas, what a fucking show this was tonight. Scott, I apologize you never got your chips joke in.
No, I'm telling you, I didn't want to do it after all that. Comment section, I shout out to the viewers. They brought they back off my own fucking joke. Like I wasn't confident enough to bring it after they brought it, and so shout out to the comment section and our viewers. We appreciate y'all. You guys did excellent work tonight.
It's not
We
the
need a
size
good
of it.
name
it's
for the comment
motion
section.
of the
The
ocean.
comment section always brings the heat. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. It is so much fun when you guys are cracking jokes right along with us. It's exactly what we went for when we started the show. Just hanging out with your friends, bullshitting, laughing, telling jokes. be sure to follow us at Crafty Sports on Twitter or X or whatever, and Instagram. We're there. We tweet sometimes, and we post Instagram videos clips of the show. So go follow us. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel. Join the Facebook group. All the people you see commenting throughout the show are in there doing the same stuff throughout the week. So it's a good time. Subscribe, rate, review, wherever get your podcasts. We're everywhere. All those ones that Cesar doesn't even know. We're on all of those.
I still don't know the green Wi-Fi logo.
Shout out Belly Up Sports, bellyupsports.com. Go sub to all of the podcasts on the Belly Up Sports Media Network. We will see you all next week. We love you, Mookie. We miss you. Cheers, everybody.
Thanks.
Yo, Taza. Tecos. Woo.
Feel like poop right now.